if you pay attention here, right? I mean, look at this guy. Is this guy making a right run, right? Is he making the right run? You can debate. You can debate if this guy is making the right run. Because look, I would rather make a run on the outside so I can create space for my midfielder here, right? An outside run so I can drag this right back with me, right? Or this center back with me, right? Perfect run by this guy right here because he's running on the outside, right? He's dragging this guy with him. They're getting confused. Now this guy has to step. The center back has to cover. So this guy should have make a run on the outside. So he will free this center attacking midfielder right here, which the right back decided to stay with the ball for so long, and they ended up losing the ball, which I was so disappointed. What do you do? Big time, it's about Leo. Welcome back with a new video. Today I got something special for you. We have the international break, so today we're gonna bring back with the original. We're gonna bring back college soccer. So today we're gonna break down a special game, Wake Forest against Clemson University in the ACC conference. So, and if it's the first time in your channel, please make sure you go ahead and give us a subscribe, give us a thumbs up, comment what you think. Let's get right into it. So here you can see here, right? So this is the first situation right here I want to point out. So let's watch the clip and then we can come back and talk about it. So I'm not sure if you guys are paying attention here, right? So I want you guys to point out right here. You see the number 8 from Clemson here, right? Winning the battle. He's winning the battle here. So even though he's winning the battle here, right? What I want you to pay attention is this player right here. This player right here is going to make a run. He's going to make an inside run to drive, to give the space of the ball carrier here. Look at the run he's going to make right now. Look. So you see that run, right? He run into the space, right? Now the ball is being slide right into him for a nice shot, which is a really great goal by Clemson here. So I really like this goal. Clemson was able to break through Wake Forest defense and score, which, you know, Wake Forest has a lot of issue with the defensive transition. They tend to be out of shape. So this type of situation could happen. Let's go into the next clip. So this is the Clemson goal, right? So if you pay attention to this goal, you will notice something. It's probably the keeper probably came in your eyes, right? So right here, the ball is here, right? You can see the keeper, he's pretty grounded, right? He can dive right here because he's ready, he's grounded, right? These two legs ready to go. But look, pay attention. I'm going to slow down this clip. You're going to notice something with the keeper. Notice how he shift as the player, right, is making contact with the ball here. Now he's shifting, so he's not stable on the ground, right? Which means he cannot drive enough power with his leg to make the dive, right? Because he's shifting one side and then the Clemson player is heading the ball on the other side. So technically he's being taken on the counter side. So he cannot drive, he cannot dive properly because he doesn't have strong grounding on the floor to make the proper dive. He cannot generate power right away. But I mean, if you ask me, that's a goal. That's an easy catch. That's an easy catch for a goalie any day. That is an easy catch. So let's watch this clip as well, and then we're going to talk about it. We can see here great transition offensive by Clemson, which is one of the best player. They're forward here. He kind of come deep to play, which I like a lot with this guy, man. He's so dangerous. Unfortunately, here the passes is not getting completed. But look at how interested he comes so deep into his own half, get the ball and then create the game. So which is really interesting. We don't see as much of those in SAAA. A lot of team play with target men, which is the case of Wake Forest, and we're going to talk about it. But look at how deep he comes to ask for the ball, and then he goes like a little bit of the style of Benzema, and you know, they come deep and they can make the play. They want to participate in the build-up, which is really interesting. He's so skillful. Like he's easy for him to really technically comfortable, great striker on the ball, great play on the ball, technically powerful. So he's one of the best. He's the best player of the nation right now. He's scored 10 goals so far. So I think it's a lot to come in the future with the national championship, and see how Clemson does in the conference this year. So as you watch this clip, right, something I noticed right away as I was watching this clip, right? So you see here the right back, right, from Wake Forest. He's driving the ball, right? Deep on the side, he has so much space, right? Now look at Clemson defensively, and I always mention that how how disciplined Clemson is defensively. Everybody's dropped. They keep their composure and their shape. Great defensive transition there by Clemson. Okay, now let's pay attention to how Wake Forest is attacking, right? Offensively, Wake Forest here. I feel like here, right here, right? You see the number 22 here from Wake Forest, one of the best skill player right here. Right here, I feel like the ball should be he should have made that pass. Right here, if you make that pass, this player right here, he has more option, right? With less pressure, right? I mean, remember, the ball is always gonna be faster than the humans, right? So right here, if that ball leave his feet right here and play that ball earlier, right? This guy has more time, right? And once this guy has the ball, right, he can attack easily with playing this guy down the wing or this guy up the field. Now, also, let's talk about this guy run right here. This guy right here, right? Now, let me play so you guys see what's going on. So they ended up not being able to make the 1-2 and play deep for this player right here. But look, if you pay attention here, right? I mean, look at this guy. Is this guy making a right run, right? Is he making the right run? You can debate. You can debate if this guy is making the right run. Because look, I would rather make a run on the outside so I can create space for my midfielder here, right? An outside run so I can drag this wing right back with me, right? Or this center back with me, right? Perfect run by this guy right here because he's running on the outside, right? He's dragging this guy with him. They're getting confused. Now, this guy has to step. The center back has to cover. So, this guy should have make a run on the outside. So, he will free this center attacking midfielder right here, which the right back decided to stay with the ball for so long and they ended up losing the ball, which I was so disappointed. So guys, this is another situation for Wake Forest. So for Wake Forest, something I want to mention here, the attacking transition was perfect that time, right? Wake Forest is dangerous. So they have quality play on top, right? They play with the target man. They have a direct play style of play. They use the wing a lot, and they also use their target man a lot, which help them keep that ball up in the opponent half and build up from there. So they have really skillful forwards. I mean Clemson again, West Forest, it's a lot of quality in the midfielder, in defensively, offensively. I think something I was really disappointed to see in this game was the quality of the goalies. I mean, it wasn't their day really. So guys, this is another clip here, and I want to mention something also, and this can apply to anybody, not only at this level or depending on what you play, right? So pay attention to how Wake Forest lose this ball, and then it's an offensive transition by Clemson. And I mentioned earlier, right? I mentioned earlier how Clemson was dangerous when it comes to the offensive transition, right? Now they counter, they're really so dangerous, and Wake Forest they're always out of shape, right? They lack shape when they're getting transition, right? They lack shape, right? So right here, right? This pass right here, why would you skip this guy to make a pass to the third man, right? And if you have to make this square ball right here, you got to make sure that square ball hit the dude's feet. This square ball right here has to hit his feet, right? Or how about you play a long ball over, right, to this winger right here? How about you put that ball in this space right here, or you play 1-2 with this guy. This guy can shift right, then we can transition or shift the play on the other wing of the field. So it will be easier, right? Instead of playing that square ball. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3 guys right there. So he loses the ball, right? Now Clemson win the ball. Offensive transition, right? Now look at this guy, right? He needs to be right here. The 19 needs to track faster. I understand, right? We 18 minutes into the second half, we don't have leg, but right here, this is the moment where he counts the most, right? Now look at this counter. This guy, he make the run, right? Now the ball through. Look, he's by himself. It's so easy for Clemson, and that's why Clemson is a team that get dangerous at any time. Like you cannot be sitting and thinking like, okay, we did what we could do. Like Clemson, they're surprising. They have so much skillful player. They're always gonna surprise you. Like at this level, you always gotta be ready to chase the ball and run out. And then that's where Clemson kind of like they overtake Wake Forest when it comes to keeping their shape. And then they were able to counter, and then he hurt Wake Forest most of the time. So this is another goal here, but this time this goal is by Wake Forest, right? And then I talk about the goalie, right? Remember? So here's what I want to say about the goalie. And I think for me, the goalie were not on top of this game, right? I mean, let's pay attention here, right? How can this goal is getting in? Like, explain me how can this ball get in? Like let's watch it again one more time. Like, how is that a goal, right? Now, I'm breaking down for you how this turned out to be a goal, right? Wake Forest, by the way, great goal by Wake Forest. Big mistake here by the goalie, right? So now let's pay attention, right? As the ball come in the box, right? Look, as the ball come in the box, second post, right? Now, at what point the goalie asks himself, right? Can I get to that ball first? At one moment, the goalie asks himself, can I get to that ball first? And if I cannot get to that ball first, should I come back to protect the goal, right? Because the most important thing here is not the ball, it's the goal, right? We have numbers, right? I mean, Clemson have numbers here, right? Now look, we defending in our 18 in your 18, right? Now at what moment the goalie come out and he knows he's not getting the ball? At what point he backs up and rethink his decision, right? Because right here, right, he comes out all the way, right? Doesn't get the ball, right? It's really too late when he decides to transition, right? He comes back to his goal. The player already hit the ball, right? By the time he get to second post, banger of a header, and it's too late. This, you know how this decision need to be taken so fast. Like at the higher level of college football, the decision 2 seconds of like it counts so much. It matters. So guys, this is another goal here that I want to talk about. Again, it's all about this lack of focus or concentration at the time, man. I saw this goal. I was like, whoa, this is a nice goal. And what could be the issue potentially, right? But when you see this goal, you understand quicker what could be the issue, right? I mean, look at this ball, right? Nice cross here for the right back. The ball crosses the whole box, right? Here, the center back touches the ball, kick it back right in the middle, right? He's not helping, right? Now, the ball is kicking right into the middle, right? We have some type of pressure, right? Right away, Clemson is applying pressure, trying to get the ball back, right? Now, here's when it get interesting, right? So here we have Wake Forest getting the ball. How can this player is able to find this guy right here in the middle of three guys? And not only he's able to find him, the guy is able to set himself up with a nice touch and bang that second post. Can we explain to me how can this happen at this level? It's focus, lack of concentration at time. We don't know where the opponent is. We always have to have an idea where the player is, right? So if we're facing an opponent like Clemson, you need to be focused for the whole 90 minutes. Otherwise, you're gonna be surprised. Not necessarily you're gonna be surprised. And then Wake Forest here, what they display is a great it's a great style of play. They surprised me a lot because at times, again, ball come from the wing because Wake Forest will really have players that could make big difference on the wings. Clemson here got taken out of focus. They lack focus, and then even here, look at the time when he shot, right? At the time the ball leave his feet here. Look at the goalie. The goalie is not grounded he's not grounded. Like he's not ready to dive, which means he lack power. He cannot jump. He cannot dive as high. Now look, he cannot dive as high. He cannot provide as much power to his leg, through his leg, to be able to dive and make the save, unfortunately. Nice goal by Wake Forest, by the way. So what do we have here? That's another situation here by Clemson again. And that's the goal of Clemson here by the one of the best player here, the number 9. And something that this guy really displayed. He's been shown so many different quality, man. I've been having a blast watching Clemson play, man. Like, he's so skillful, this guy, man. I think his name is Gian. And then he make difference, Look at his run here, right? Let's pay attention to what's going on here, because even the winger here, we need to give credit to that winger. So look, right? The ball is won here in the midfielder, right? Now pay attention to this run, right? This guy, he understand quick where the space is, where he want the ball to be, right? Boom. Like making that space, right? Making that run here, the ball is gonna come in front of him, right in the space, right now. Boom! Look at here. This is where it gets interesting, right? Pay attention to Jen here, right? He says central. He's staying central. He's staying central, right? What means if he stays central, that means one of the center back has to stay with him, right? So if one center back stay with him, now we have a nice chase back here by the left back, right? He chase him. Now look, he drive. Now he drives to the point where he's able to drag the second center back, right? Now, boom, perfect situation. Once he drag the center back out of position, right? Play that ball through, right? And then now that's all technique, that's all skill right here. 1v1 with the center back. At that, you need to be able to take a guy 1v1. And that's exactly what he did here. Nice cut. Get the ball in. Cut outside. Center back is taking out of position here, and then nice strike to finish it. Perfect goal executed by Clemson. That is a 2v3 situation. When I watch things like this, I'm like, whoa, we have quality play in college soccer, man. Like we do. Like we clearly do, man. Look at this situation they had. This is quality. This is top level. This is top level. I like to see Clemson against Wake Forest because those are the game, man. Those are one of the game where I'm like, okay, like we need to show people that there's some skillful player in college soccer, and this is some great stuff. Clemson and Wake Forest too. They have some responses, and I'm gonna get to it. Now we're here, right? So Clemson got the ball. They're trying to go forward with the ball, right? And they lose the ball. Let's see what we could have done different here, right? Boom. Perfect ball play, one touch, one control pass here by the midfielder, right? He passed the ball through, one here. Right here, this player he's scanning. Look, he's scanning already. Meaning the ball should have been released to him right here, right? I mean, why are we carrying on the pressure all the way to the midfielder when we have two players right here, right? If we give him the ball, he's going to reset the play with the center back, then we can go right and attack, right? Now here, he doesn't play the ball through. He decides to play the ball to the player who has the pressure. I mean, I understand, right? I mean, you cannot see everything on the field. You know, I'm talking from the outside perspective, right? We're here to break it down tactically and analyzing on what went wrong and what could have done different, right? Now he decided to play the ball with the player with the pressure, and then that's where the issue comes because he has the pressure on his back. He doesn't have option because it's all empty, right? So even if he gets the ball, he doesn't necessarily have option. This player is too wild. He could have checked in, right? So, and he ended up losing the ball, right? It wasn't dangerous, but it's just some of the stuff we want to avoid, right? 1-2 here, this guy, play this guy, and then we go somewhere else. That would be an easier situation. Now we have a next clip here, and we're going to talk about it because this clip right here shows a lot of quality, but I'm not sure people it will go over a lot of people's head, man. Look at how many passes Clemson made to get into the offense, the 18-yard of Wake Forest. This is crazy. It's a simple, direct style of play which I like so much, and Clemson has been doing for the past years. It's not something they start doing today. Let's count how many passes Clemson does. Right here we have 1, boom, 2, 1 touch pass, 2, right, 3, 1 touch, right, 4, 1 touch, right, 5, 1 touch, right, control pass, 5th, right, now control pass, 6, control long ball, 7 into the space, 1, 2, right, 8, 9. It's insane. It's insane. Right here we on the 18-yard box, right, boom, control 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And right there, simple. I want you guys to see. Simple. The ball move. The ball move quicker. The ball will always move quicker than the player, right? Boom, 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 boom. That's why we like to see. This is quality football. This is quality football. You know, it's crazy how, you know, football is all about the fundamental, man. We have to be able to do the easy things, right? But guess what? The easy things is always the hardest to do. Like this is great football. This is great football. You know, guys, at times I've been, you know, as I watch the game, I've been always thinking like Lake Forest had been having issue with the last minutes of the game here with the offensive transition. Right here, we have the ball here. We won the ball here in the midfielder. There's a lot of things that we could have done different. Right? Right here, we won the ball, right? Boom, right here. Nice run here, executed by the right, by the center mid here, right? Now he's attacking post, right? He's attacking central, even though I would prefer if that run was a little bit on the outside, right? Now, so far, so good, right? So far, so good. Now the center back decided to step, which I don't know if the ball carrier here got some type of pressure that he had to release the ball, or, I mean, even if that was the case, like he could have made a nice pass through, or play out wide with the right back here calling the ball. I mean, we have so many different options. Why are we deciding to lose the ball in the 3v3 or the 3v2 situation? Like, this is where we're supposed to be dangerous. This is where we're supposed to be the most dangerous. But we're not. We're failing again to be the most dangerous because our offensive transition into the opponent half is not as clean as it should be. We're losing balls. We have so many déchets tactiques, like we say in French. So it's a lot going on. But, you know, I think it was a great goal Um, I enjoy watching the game, man. I enjoy watching Clemson against Wake Forest. I think both teams display a lot of quality. I think they will go further this year. I can't wait to watch other games, how it goes. As far as us, OBT only, big time. Let's get it.